day is it? Wednesday morning, and it's Gemma G and PhD Conscious Chatter. So Energy Basics 101 this morning, all in regards with dejunking. Why do you want to? And and then how to realign. So I'll give you a moment to pop on. This week in particular, energy is in abundance, and however, there's going to be many of us out there that are feeling very tested right now. So it's really important to understand your own energy fields and then how to not be shifted out of alignment, out of your own highest vibration. Because anytime something, you come up against a test, then it's really easy to be knocked back into subconscious programming, and those are what are driving our reality. So when the going gets tough, it's not about getting stronger, it's about dejunking your energy fields and maintaining the course. So some are well aware, and many are oblivious to the fact that everything is energy. Everything in our universe is energy. Nikola Tesla, I believe, stated, if you wanted to understand the secrets of the universe, then think in the terms of energy, vibration, and frequencies. Maybe not in that order, but those three definitely. So the energy that you have, so remember, you have a biofield, you have these chakra wheels that run up along the line of the spine, and that's where they're our power source. Those are our energy sources. When they are out of balance, not only do they manifest with physical dis-ease, they are also emitting these currents of frequencies that we're unaware of, that are carrying those beliefs that we either are aware or we're not aware that we have. And so in turn, start creating our reality, being that everything is a reflection of our inner world. So with the certain frequency that you're emitting, within it is, as I was saying, this undercurrent, and what you're encoding is being sent out into the world, into what you are available for. So it's really important to bring awareness to this, so that then we can start to recognize what it is that we may be emitting subconsciously based on what we're seeing returning to us in our reality. And we're light bodies, so everything is a frequency. So I guess in a way, this is how I talk to people when I'm looking at restoring neurological signals using neurological frequencies that the body can recognize. In a way, we are really just software programs, and that, we are easily programmed. We can unlearn and we can relearn as well. And all of the universe itself is, listening all the time to what we are emitting, and then of course sending back and we're receiving. So everyone can sense energy. A lot of people feel that, they have no psychic abilities. We all have psychic abilities. It's whether we've learned to shut it down, or are we in tune with it. So yeah, I could give lots of examples where people have learned to shut down their ability to sense energy, and it's usually a protective mechanism due to previous experiences or past traumas or inherited patterns that we're still holding on to. So when you're looking, and this is a bit of a digression, but if you're looking at past life experiences, often that is coming through into this experience that you're having. So you can go out or go inwards and demagnetize from those experiences once you're able to sense them. So because energy is the foundation of absolutely everything, that's also what I learned in the years in the field that I have been in the health and the wellness. So whether it's on the spectrum of rehabilitating or performing as a high-level athlete, what I have learned to know is that really it comes to about your electrical signals in the body, and it's important that your energetic field is not tainted with other people's energies and is not blocking. If you're holding on to old energies or somebody else's energetic cords, then it muddies the water for you to be able to sense your environment. But not only that, it muddies the water for anybody that's trying to find you, shall we say, for whatever purpose that may be. So everything that's happening is due to, or everything in the body and everything in your reality essentially is happening. Let's focus on the physical dis-ease. That is most definitely in relation to trapped emotions in the system. So the emotions are energy in motion, and those really strong experiences where things become very emotionally charged, we feel intense pain or intense grief or intense disappointment, whatever it is that you want to attach to that. There are, not only is that an energetic vibration, but there is a biochemistry that is linked with that also. And in the Eastern paradigms, the understanding is that these certain emotions really impact different organs throughout the body due to their nature and their energetic vibration also. So to understand more and to know how you can be more in control of your energetic fields that you are sending out into the universe, it's important to understand the energy body, and that's those 5 bodies of consciousness I've spoken about. So we have the physical body, that is the crystallized manifestation of the universe, and then on top of that, or not on top of that, but essentially where the energy body is in the vital body. So in through the chakra pillars, and then the outflow of the energetic lines or the energy flows through the body, which you may know as meridians, for example. So get clear on the understanding that things first begin in the energy body, and it begins there. That's where the dysfunction first starts, and it takes a while for that, often can take 5, 10, 20 years for that to truly manifest through the energy body into the physical body. And it'll manifest as a physical dis-ease or manifest as situations. So really then, when you look at it, true preventative medicine is about energy healing, realigning, restoring, and then maintaining and protecting. So that's what I'm going to talk a little bit about today. So in the Western approach to healthcare and to wellness, there's definitely a purpose for the Western approach, without a doubt. However, what if you could prevent these chronic illnesses and diseases completely? Wouldn't you want to know? And then if you are in a state of dysfunction, and how do you know? Well, that will manifest in such as things as poor sleep, painful menstrual cycles if you're a woman, prostate issues if you're a man. There are always liver toxins leaking, by the way. Gut issues, aches and pains, all of these manifestations that often people say, well, you know, everyone else I know is dealing with that, so is that not normal? No, it's common, doesn't mean it's normal. So learning to restore in the energetic body, which is where all things begin. So if we learn to restore through the energetic body, then the manifestation will be restoring through the physical body, and then restoring through the experiences that you're having. So learning to clear, align, and manage your energy is so, so important, because energy really does determine everything. And it really does show up in every aspect of our lives. It's kind of the root of it all. It's the root of finances, our relationships, experiences that we're having. It's so, so important to understand the state of being, and no matter what is happening in your external world, and I say this all the time, most of the time for a reminder for myself, but whatever's going on in your external world, no matter how difficult it is, remember you're always being tested, and maintain the highest alignment that you have, meaning maintain the highest energetic state that you have, the state of being that is. Be aware and sense with curiosity the storylines that are running through your head, and then dig for the ones that you may not be so aware of, and what are we still holding on to. So cleanse what is not serving you, and then also what is not yours to hold from an energy-wise perspective. It's really important for those that are interacting with people on a close basis, and it took me a long time to learn this as a therapist. And when I was acupuncturing a lot, gosh, I look back and think I should have known better. However, you know, these big transferring of people's energetic fields were, and the lack of me cleansing those energetic fields contributed to my decline, and that the experience that I had with adrenal exhaustion and well, my whole world falling apart, really. So they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? And I believe it's actually then how do you re-emerge from that? Breakdowns are in fact breakthrough. So all perspective, right? So cleanse what's not serving to you, what's not yours energy-wise, but not only that, your belief systems as well. What beliefs are you subconsciously running with or living your life by that are not yours at all? Like, for example, people's opinions of you that they place on you, and it could be a passing comment that somebody makes. It's not yours to carry. So be mindful of that, and cleansing your energetic field is going to really help. And so I'll get to how you can do that in a second. So you want to cleanse first, and then clarify and align yourself, your state of being. So get clear on what you want, and clear on what you want as in get down to the details. Get clear on who you are, not what anybody else thinks you are, judging by something you might have done in the past or their own projections. Get clear on who you are, what your truth is, and what your mission and your purpose is. And again, your greater mission. And know that you will always be supported. And as I've said earlier in this conversation, the challenge is when we're tested to maintain those alignments, right? And remember, the greater the mission that you have here on this planet, the more you're going to be tested, right? For sure. So cleanse, clarify, and align so that you're emitting the vibration and the frequency of what is true for you. Yeah. It's all about that constant vibrational aspect that we're unaware of. But when you become in tune to it and maintain alignment, don't get knocked out of line just because of something out of your control, and know that you're always guided and you're always supported. So cleanse, clarify, and align, and then call it in. Meditate on it. Hold the space for that experience to happen, and then acknowledge when the universe is bringing those signs in. See the signs. My girlfriend, soul sister in Sydney, Aideen, a wonderful, wonderful soul, she taught me years ago. She said, you've got to see the signs. So notice the signs. Nothing is by coincidence. The universe is far too intelligent for that. So the more you cleanse, clarify, align, call it in, acknowledge the signs that the universe is receiving and hearing what you're saying, and then repeat. Just kind of rinse and repeat. Keep doing, and hold the faith. Hold the faith. So how often would you cleanse your energy? Ideally, twice daily, once you get up. And so that you're maintaining, you're in your alignment for the day. And then at the end of the day, before you go to bed and into the dream state and ask to be shown through your dreams, and you will. And if you are in contact with people and their energetic fields a lot, whether you're in really busy spaces, or you, as I was saying, if you're a therapist and you're in close contact with an energetic field, then, cleanse before and after as well. And to making sure that you're not holding on to somebody else's biofield, and you can keep yours as clean and as clear as possible. Because we need to send and receive. We are light beings. We are software systems. We are constantly recording everything that's happening, and then we are constantly sending out our state of being, and you will get how you are being, right? Not my opinion, just the laws of the universe, man. So think about cleansing your energetic field like brushing your teeth, right? You need to cleanse the aura of your energetic dirt. And much like brushing your teeth, you can't necessarily see the plaque and the buildup of the junk, right? But it is definitely there. And so you want to do that with your energetic field as well. Because another law of our physics is the law of like attracts like. So you don't want to have all this energetic junk in your auric field, because in the biofield, right, if you're clogged up, then your true path is not going to be able to find you, and you're not going to be able to sort of sense as well and as clearly either. So eliminate obstacles coming in your way by keeping your auric field clean. And that's the easiest way to bring your desires in, right? With less hurdles. I giggle because some days I'm like, man, this preaching all of this gem and then maintaining this alignment is sometimes challenging. So that's when we stop. We have to really go inwards and figure out what's happening within ourselves, because that's really the only thing that we have control of. So, and remember, it's the realm of reflection. So you're going to, whatever you're putting out, you're going to see back or get back. So keep it clean. So manage your energies, and then of course through changing your energies, you will find that that recorded audio book that keeps running through your head when you go into autopilot, that will change also. So as things bubble up and you go, you know what, that is not a true, that thought is not true, that thought is my projection, it's based on a previous experience that no longer serves me, that no longer holds any power over me, let it go. And so you'll find that your thoughts will change, the internal dialogue starts to change, and then as you become more in that state of being, then you start to see that opportunities in life will open up. So you'll feel more centered, you'll be able to become the observer in the world, and you'll be able to let things come into you, and what's meant to be coming into you will. It's got to be able to find you. So dejunk your auric fields. It's just a simulated reality, right? It really is. We're light beings, and science can measure this now. So we know that this is true. And the more we can shift our perception and our perspective, or our belief about what we are as beings, the more we can do that, then the more control we have of our experience here. And as humanity, we need to ascend. We're not even a type 1 civilization out in this like extensive infinite universe. If we really truly want to be able to tap into the technology that's available out there in the cosmos, you know, we gotta get our shit together. Yeah, I was doing some more research on the aliens. I'll fill you in a minute if I can remember it. So when it comes to having an energetic field that is perhaps somebody else's energies that is clogging up your alignments, you actually need to know whose energy it is, but the process of learning to disconnect from what is yours and what isn't yours is super important. So when you wake up, clear your energetic space, and before you go to bed, cleanse your energy also, as I mentioned earlier. So when people cast opinions, that's energy. When people give you their problems, that's energy also. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to open that space up. And if you're in the healing or a light worker, that is what we deal with all the time. And so really important that as we open the space, or we hold space for somebody to find their way, is pretty much what we do. And as we hold that space, it's really important for us to understand that we don't hold on to the blockages that other people are experiencing as well. So we help them to open it up, but not to take it on board either. So we'll often we always take these energies in without knowing, unless you have had one of those experiences, as I had many, when I was acupuncturing a lot. So I don't acupuncture as much anymore. But when I was acupuncturing a lot, and as I was inserting needle, there would be times I'd get this intense electric shock, like a huge voltage that would zap through my entire body and out the other side, and sometimes almost knock me to the ground. And that energetic zapping has a huge impact on us as electric beings as well. So we don't always know, but sometimes it's really obvious when you're taking on somebody else's energy. So it's important to be able to recognize that that's happening, so that we can then clear the auric field and protect your own energy. Now, you may not be in the space of therapy or healing. However, we all impact each other, and we do know through the quantum realm we can impact others without even being near them. So be, again, mindful of our thoughts, and especially our thoughts about ourselves. So if you're not giving and receiving love to your fullest capacity, because you have past relationships or traumatic energy stuck in your field, well, this will stop you from experiencing what your heart desires. Like, it's so important for us to understand everything here is an experience, and but also to clear and to cut the cords of that, so that we're not continuously stuck like a broken record, around and around and around. Maybe you need more money in your life. Yep. Remember, it comes down to our beliefs around money, our self-worth, our belief about ourselves, our energetic state, because money is a currency. It's a form of currency. The only real currency we have is time and energy. And, well, time's just a man-made construct anyway, so really the only real thing that we have is energy. So be protective of that. Your electrical signals in the body. So often people are getting so caught up on nutrition, and don't get me wrong, that is important, it really, really is. However, we're electrical signals, and your body is capable and does produce pretty much everything that it needs, and it's through frequencies, and frequencies are energy. So the stronger your electrical signals in the system, the healthier your system is. So when you're starting to see things that we may have been indoctrinated to believe is common at a certain age, it's an electrical circuit that is weakened or broken or stressed. So repair and restore those electrical circuits, and you cannot age, and they know this. The military knows this. There is so much research to support that as well. And if you are inflammation free, you cannot get unwell. You just cannot. So I've been 4 years solid now in frequency therapy and frequency medicine, and I have seen the impossible become possible. Sometimes it takes a bit of time. However, frequencies will always work. There's, like anything, often, not always, but sometimes there's a lag in the what people experience. And if you think about it, it's like finding the linchpin in the system, finding what signal has become so stressed but holds the key to a bunch of others as well. And as we repair that and restore that, the signals, the body integrates it all, and has the divine intelligence that falls back into place. So it's all about energy, my friends. It really, really is. So hold on a second. Let me go back to that money one, because that's a topic for my day. Maybe you need more money in your life, and however, energy in the form of limiting beliefs might be what is holding you back. You might be saying, no, it's just that I just need to work more. I need to, whatever. Truth is that we shouldn't need to work as hard. We are here to experience this world, and there's abundance for everybody. And those limiting beliefs that have been placed on us are designed to hold you down. They're designed to hold you down and to keep you in the rat race that we know as society. And I would love to go on into more depth about us as free women and free men, or free beings on this earth. And that's a whole nother episode that I'll probably get someone else in who knows more about that, because it's fascinating. Let's truly become free. It is the time. This is what this whole global issue is about us learning to be free beings. And at the moment, no, we're winning the battle. Anyway, okay, so here we go. Clearing your energy, you want to learn to be connected and to being grounded to the earth energy. And there's many ways of doing that. We've become very insulated to the earth's energy, and remember that the energetic field the earth has is slightly negative, so it helps ground us, all right, because we become overly positively charged from an ionic perspective, and so that helps ground us. So if you're not, get yourself outside with some bare feet, in your bare feet, and preferably on wet grass or wet sand, and spend some time grounding with the earth's energetic field, because that's the clearing and the cleansing energy. Then you need to, and I'll go into cleansing energy in a bit more, or clearing and cleansing in a second. So the second step is you need to magnify your energy. So once you've, released the energies that are not yours to be holding, then we magnify our own energetic field. And you can do that through breath, and visualization, and expanding your energetic field. Excuse me. And so you magnify your own true energy, not the noise, not the junk energy of what you've been programmed. So we need to declutter from indoctrinations. And the third thing we need to do, so clear, cleanse, magnify, and get clarity of who you are from an energetic perspective, and then protect your energy. So part of understanding all of this is understanding your energetic body anatomy, those 5 bodies of consciousness, the chakra systems, the chakra wheels, the energetic lines. You don't need to know, into depth, but to have an understanding that we have energetic centers through the body, and to be able to begin to learn to sense them if you can't already. And again, your biofield is measurable. They measure it, they detect it, and there, from a quantum physics perspective, your bioenergetic field goes on and on and on and on and on. Our limitations have been is our technology at the moment of our ability to measure that. So at the moment, they can measure your energetic field, up to 6 feet out or away from your center, but it continues way beyond that as well. And that's the heart energy, remember? So that's the power source there. You can move energy through your system through intention alone. So if you're going, look, I'm hearing what you're saying, Jim. I understand there's these energetic wheels. I've looked into the chakra system, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart energy, the throat chakra, third eye, crown chakra, etc. But I'm unable to sense it at the moment. Well, don't give up, because you can move energy through intention alone, and through your awareness, and through visualizing, and then sensing. So it becomes easier the more that you do it. It does. Find a quiet space, close down the eyes, and in doing that, you're removing 70% of your sensory input. So that makes it easier for you to be able to sense the physical body, and then the energetic body as well. And remember, you can create whatever you want, and it begins by creating it in your mind, having a thought, a visualization, and then sensing it as if it's already happened. Got to keep holding the faith on this. There's a lot of work and a lot of quantifiable data that supports working in the quantum realm, the invisible aspect. So, okay. So you'd create what it is that you want in your mind, then ground yourself into the center of the earth. Mother Earth holds huge power. And so being aware of when you feel not quite right, when you know something is up within you, but you can't put your finger in it, your energy's off. So ground into the earth, and then through breath, you want to be able to, breathe down and move anything that's not serving you, and clear it, draw it down, and release it through those energetic fields by connecting and grounding right into the center of the earth. And that's through sensing. Then grow your light. Use breath. Fill up all of the physical space in your body with breath. You can visualize breath as golden light. You can use whatever color that it is that you choose, and then to be able to expand that throughout your energetic field. So as you do that, you want to be able to then shine your light out into the realm, into the space. And when you are radiant with your own natural energy, people are going to be able to find you, and so are those opportunities that you are seeking. So super important to get really clear. And remember, language is so valuable. The use of the words, the use of our thoughts, and nothing travels faster in this realm than thoughts. So identify and observe with curiosity that, like I say, that soundtrack that keeps playing when you drift off and you're not paying attention. What are the thoughts that keep bubbling up? And are they true? Are they your projections? Are they somebody else's beliefs? Get rid of them. So you've grounded, you've grown your light, then protect your light. So that's done through imagining that there's a protective bubble around you, however you want to imagine that. You can bring a element to that if you want. You can bring fire, you can bring dragon skin, you can bring whatever it is that you want to shield your light or protect your light. So it's kind of like a glowing layer around you, and around your protecting your energy. Right? This energetic field. You can't see it, it is there. And really important that you protect your own. So avoid worrying about the past, and definitely avoid worrying about the future. The only thing we have control of is the moment right now. As I say, sometimes it's easier said than done, isn't it? Especially when you're being challenged externally. Yeah. So all of this energy detoxing done through breath. You can really great to do this grounding, this energy clearing in the shower. And then you can totally use the water, the element of water. Water is cleansing. Water is the universal solvent. So allow that to take all the energies. Now you're talking from subatomic levels, people. So it's not something that you're necessarily going to see, but you will feel. And when I recall an episode when I had a profound experience, thanks to a couple of colleagues of mine. And so if there's an emotional block in the system, you will be holding that energy of that trauma in your energetic fields. And it's literally like a invisible armor, invisible cloak of biochemistry, which served a purpose at one point because that was your defense. That was your body's response to the experience. And so you end up getting this invisible cloak, like I was saying, of energy and biochemistry, but it shrouds, it clouds your energetic space. So as I had that released through an emotional release that triggers the system, because remember, everything is trapped. Two systems in the body, remember, always: the nervous system and your immune system. And so as this energetic signature is trapped in through the nervous system, as you release it, I can recall it was so profound, like this cloud, like a shell, like a locust, shall we say, when they shed their skin, it lifted up and just kind of drifted off. Like this whole energetic form of my energy body, and out the window it went. And that was pretty much the beginning of a lot of shifts in my world. So if you're stuck, if you're hiding behind a mask, you're not sure, if you haven't got clarity of who you are, or where you're going or what your purpose is, then clear your energy fields, man. So using water, nature's another way as well. Meditation. You don't have to sit cross-legged to meditate. You can meditate as you're walking. You can meditate in many ways. Doesn't need to be for hours on end. As you get really good and clear on the process, it can take minutes, and even then less, depending on your ability to really kind of get into your own alignment. So clear, magnify, ground your auric field whenever you feel off, really. Yeah, it's kind of it's a practice that I do recommend you get in the habit of doing, like anything else. And maybe you're going, yeah, whatever, that's too easy, surely that's not going to do anything. Well, I challenge you to try it over the next few days, morning and night, by clearing, grounding, magnifying, protecting your own energy. And as I said, doing that in the shower is probably one of the most sensible places to do, because, well, you're always going to have a shower. Well, hopefully you are anyway. What else did I want to say in here? Yep. Do it so that you don't get affected by other people's energy. Do it so that you can maintain your own alignment. Do it for yourself. Keep the energy wheels clear, dejunked. Keep the energy centers flowing, so that there are no blockages, so that your biofields is clean and clear and able to send and receive very easily. So when you clear out energies, you're really aligning those central power stations. We're energetic beings. It'd be silly not to. So if I circle it right around to what I was talking about earlier, when you are holding on to energies that are not yours, that are not serving you, emotions that are not expressed, so keeping emotions down, keeping emotions suppressed, getting on with it, dealing with it, measuring your experiences against somebody else's that may appear more traumatic or whatever, however you want to, there's no comparing. Trauma is trauma, experiences are experiences, and energy is energy. So keeping the energy fields and energy circuits clear, you're going to have your highest alignment. So because when energy's stuck, that energy that doesn't belong to you, or the negative energy, when that is stuck, they'll get backed up, and it will, mark my words, it will manifest physically. And that is what dis-ease is. And I see that, I always say, you know, I love the area of work that I'm in and have been for the last few years. However, my wishes, my desire is to be so far upstream that we are experiencing a world we do not have chronic dis-ease. Because there's no point, why suffer, right? And understanding how we are as beings, that we're energetic beings, that's the beginning of it. And from there, you're able to then manage and maintain your own energy. So this is what acupuncture does as well, helps restore energy lines and pathways. This is where movement practices as well are about. Not so much, people get hooked up on reps and sets and things like that. Well, I'm telling you, 25 years in this industry, as a world level athlete myself, as a rehabilitating and prehabilitating Olympic level figure skaters when I was in the States, working with high level athletes in Canada as well, and here, goodness me, it's more about the energy. It really, really is. Trust me on this. It's been a long journey and I've come to the conclusion. So if you're in Auckland, I am here, I am available, and, doing all sorts of wonderful things here in this center that we are getting up and running. So I have put a call out if you're a healer or you're a light worker and, you have envisioned a beautiful space. Maybe you've got some intense workshops or retreats that you'd like to plan, which are really intimate and in the heart of the center of Auckland, yet you wouldn't even know you're in Auckland when you step into this space. Trust me, the energies here are within this particular space that I have found myself in, is that it's almost like you're going into a time is on pause when you come here. It really, really is. So beautiful energies to soak up, and this space really is a power station. So hook me up or look me up, private message me if you've got any questions around dis-ease, and are there anything that I can do to help, because I'm always here. If you're not in Auckland, well, that's a shame, isn't it? However, I do Zoom consults as well, so also hit me up. I can send you a link for that. I have a gift to you, a 15-minute Zoom consult with me. So in particular, use this week to clarify what it is that you want. Energy is abundant at the moment, my friends. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Except for one more thing. I believe, oh my goodness, I think it could be early next week. I'm going to check the diary. Sometimes I'm unclear on what day it is. But I have a really exciting call coming up with Moonbabes Sonia G. And she is the astral traveling queen. And if you are looking at wanting to get into really truly understanding meditation, and to be able to experience astral traveling, why? So you can access the Akashic records where all past, present and future experiences are held, where you can learn to be able to really balance and align. Yeah, we're going to dig into that and how she got started on that, and then also her hot tips on how you can access those realms yourself, because we all can. You're an energetic being. All right, that is it. That is me. I am done. I think that's all I was going to say. Wherever you are in the world, again, cleanse, clear, magnify, align, or align and magnify, and then protect your energies. That's the best thing that you can do. Be well.